is doing its sunny side up. It's the hen. Fuck. Yo, what's going on, my friends? Oh, you can see the notepad from earlier today where I placed it down when I was done. Well, I guess that works pretty well, considering this is a continuation of the discussion from that video. So, let me do the first things first, which is to grab the live stream link, share that in the Discord. Otherwise, I will absolutely forget. Okay, that part is done. Excellent. So, let me do a little bit of suckaroo here. Now that my mouth hole is moistened, let's say hello. Who do we got up in here? What's up? Joe, Clayton, Eric, Kentucky, Ralph, Al, excellent. Who else? Eric, Margarine, Stop, Picard. Margarine, Stop. It sounds like I was just making a statement. Eng, Jess, James P, Bessie, Clayton, Grasshopper, Richardson, Alan. I see some other names as well. There's a bunch here. Beasley, Subterum, Johnson, Jack, Dominic, Millmaster, Joe, Ned, Anto, No Smoke, Jugglums. Who else? Chaos, Ashmead, Felonious T, Heavy Metal Chaplain, what is up? Alvin, Simon, Theodore, how you doing? Who else? Dominic, Tannhauser, Doomblade. Good Lord, there's a whole bunch. Okay, where did I just leave off? Gossett, Yamagoro, Jerome, Potts, Zircon, Hogue, Maury, Alan the Kraken, Jeffrey. Oh, we're gonna get there. Lovely, Kitsune, Bino, Finn, Ian, Rhodey, DeVoe, Shelton. Woo! Life and GB. We did it. We made it through all the names. And assorted lurkers, hello to you too. All right, now, looks like there's a couple super chats. Anto says, who would you have adult relations with in any TCG? Answer in the live chat. In any TCG. Oh, I don't even want to know what the answers are going to be, man. There's like My Little Pony TCGs and stuff. It's good. No, not walking down that road. Doomblade made it. Wild event, man. What's up? How you doing? Anto says, notice me, Sempi. Yo, where's the A in my senpai? You will get this notice right here, Anto. You're Lord of the Board, big boy. And check it out. We got a new Lord of the Board magnet. Look at how much fancier that looks. That looks good. All right. Hold on. All right, Anto. You're lording that board, son. All right. So, that's good. All right. Everything is good there. Hugh, you didn't get a hello? Well, hello to you, buddy. I see you too, Bo Falcon. Oh, you already noticed it. You already noticed it before I mentioned. Nice. Oh. Ah, there we go. Gotta summon a demon to start with, right? Pull it right out of the aether. And by the aether, I mean my internals. Whenever I'm telling a story in like on Fantasy Geographic or whatever, and I talk about the aether, I actually mean the insides of my body. Millmaster's membership message. Mecca lecca hi, mecca hi ni ho. Whither which way will the wild whales go? F's in the chat for Pee Wee Herman, bro. Pee Wee Herman, you left us too soon. Ha ha! I loved Pee Wee Herman when I was a kid. For real. So, that guy, he apparently kept the whole cancer thing he had going on under wraps because he didn't want to trouble people with it or whatever his decision was. And that's that. So, moving on to the next thing. MS. Super Chat says, Wizard of the Coast employee layoff incoming. Only hands imminent. Only hands. I was like, only hands. And I'm like, wait a minute. You mean Wizards of the Coast employees are going to end up on OnlyFans? Oh man. So yeah, we're at a crazy point in Magic the Gathering right now where pretty much everybody seems fed up, and even the big spenders are just going, "Yo, man, like this double masters, commander masters nonsense." I use those terms interchangeably, right? They're like, "Man, I don't even see the point of buying this." Like some of the posts I saw were these big, lengthy, detailed posts going into all the details of it's like, I kind of liked being able to buy some Magic the Gathering, and I'd be like, yo, I can play with some of it. I can maybe hang on to some and sell it to other people or whatever and kind of balance out my costs so that I'm playing the game and it's not so expensive. So I would buy a ton of Magic, but I wouldn't feel like I was getting ripped off. Ultimately, that's a summary of the feeling, right? It's ultimately feeling like you're just getting ripped off overall, where you just go, okay, like when Wizards of the Coast is reprinting, like, yo, get excited about these reprints. They're valuable secondary market reprints, and we're going to price sets based on that, but then also reprint them again and again within a very short window of time. So they want to play the game of, you should pay a lot for this set because it has reprints in it, and we're keeping the reprint value high for you guys, but it doesn't work that way. Look at Double Masters. Look at how the prices for that stuff cratered, and the prices for this stuff will crater. Like, it's a bad spot. It's a bad spot where Wizards has just been like spearfishing hardcore, and the waters, they're kind of shallow right now. So there's not that much for them to spear, it looks like. For me, where are they supposed to pull this money they have to come up with? Things are just going to get more crazy and scrabble grabble. They've got to, it feels like it's got to get a little bit crazier before they finally have to pull back, because it's just not selling. People are just like, there's people I know who are the most enfranchised type of Magic players, right? You've got whales who are going, yo, I'm cutting my spend down to about 1% of what it was, or whatever it is. But then you also have regular players where these guys aren't whales, right? These are guys I know who work regular, everyday jobs, and they just go, yo, I like to splash out and buy some Magic, right? Some of them don't have any ladies in their life, so they don't have anybody going, you're doing what with your money? They're just like, yo, I've got disposable income. I want to spend it on Magic. And up until this threshold, they were just happily buying multiple boxes of whatever came along. And then it just reached the point where they're like, no, I want like all the cards. And I'm somebody who doesn't really sell my cards. And I have a fortune in a binder, but I'm still just like, oh, no. Like, Commander Masters is it's just a big meh. It's a big meh. You pay all this money for it. You don't get the emotional ride, and you don't get the value. So what is it? Like, what's even in it for anybody is the question. The product is bizarre. It's just a bunch of crap stapled together with a few, like, here's your jeweled, I opened a Jeweled Lotus opening those boosters, and it didn't feel amazing. But, people are saying singles will hold up because not many boxes are being opened. That doesn't mean anything, really. Like, it's like these single prices are going to hold up based on what? We're increasing the supply without increasing the demand. That's what we're doing. And these boxes will get discounted to a degree, and some people will open some here or there. I don't see it going, like what reprints exist just in Commander Masters that haven't been reprinted elsewhere? Is there anything reprinted in Commander Masters that hasn't gotten a reprint already? Something where you can actually go, well, there's only been one printing of it. So this is literally the second printing of anything of note? Because Wizards is just printing like 70 different variations of the same cards. It feels like they've already run out of cards for reprints where they're just like, yo, here's Teysa again. Here's Kemba again. And you're just like, what? How do you decide what goes into these? So yeah, like maybe Jeweled Lotus will stay like expensive-ish, but like everything just seems to be bottoming out in Magic. Everything seems to be going down, and there are natural cycles of that, right? Obviously, and we did just have a fat juicing of money where people dumped a bunch of money into it. But the thing is, when you go Magic's cyclical, and it's like it used to be, because it was like they had proper stewardship over the game, but now it's just like all the cards that matter are coming from like the most recent sets, and not just for standard, which used to be the norm, but check it out, guys. We're making cards that are going to tear up modern and everything else because we're forcing rotations into every format. So we're on like this insane ride where Wizards used to be able to manufacture money on the singles market like at a reasonable clip with a regular sort of vibe to it, but now it's scattershot insanity. They're literally just seeing like, how badly can we rob these people? Like Aftermath is hilarious, where it's like, yo, before we like split, we did Innistrad and we're like, yo, let's make 2 Innistrads, let's just kind of split the crap between them and make 2 jank bag sets, and then we'll slap them together and we won't even change the fact that there's 2 copies of Evolving Wilds in it, and we'll just sell it to these chumps. And then somebody was like, well, yo, I've huffed more paint than you. So here's what I was thinking. Instead of doing all the work of building 2 different sets where we spread it and pull it apart, why don't we just take like one set and then just grab a chunk off it? Like imagine if we had a loaf of bread and we just yanked a chunk off and we're like, this is another loaf of bread. Pay a full loaf of bread's price for it. That's what we're going to do. And then they're like, why didn't it work? Why didn't it work? Right? Like, why is this not working? And the answer is because it's a scam now, right? Before it was like, hey, we're going to make a game and that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a game and we're going to like run the formats and stuff and we're going to make a game. And then like 5 years ago, they went, yo, what if we just like started doubling and tripling the prices and then started like milking the secondary market through direct sales of singles and just we're basically turning against the stores and the customers in a race to the bottom where they're like, yo, what if we took a strategy that took all the value out of your collection, but unlike other games that print stuff into the dirt so that like everybody can have access to the cards, we somehow still make it difficult to get a bunch of cards that seem worthless for seem worth something for a second and then crash into nothing. It's like Minute Midas. Wizards touches and turns something to gold, and then as soon as they pull their finger away, it's like, oh, it's lead again, son. Enjoy that dead weight, right? Millmaster says ambergris or gray amber is a solid, waxy, flammable substance of a gray, dull, or blackish color produced in the digestive system of whales. Freshly produced ambergris has a marine fecal odor. Bro, that's what they use to make perfume, right? That's the good perfumes. You have whale gank mixed in it. And it's like, here you go. Rub this on your body. All right, then. All right. So, yeah, when it comes to $600 booster boxes, like Commander Masters, what else can you call it other than whale hunting, right? Like, they're pricing the regular player out of this stuff. And then just going, hey, why is nobody buying our like super overpriced reprint set? Check it out. We got guys like this. Is this doing it for you? We got a sideways profile on pink. That's worth buying, right? Don't worry, maybe we'll slap some numbers on some cards. So where do where do they go from here in terms of trying to milk, right? Like, I'm curious to see the fallout of the whole reserve list secret layer thing that they're doing, because I don't know how anybody who doesn't know what's up can look at that counterspell and go, there's no other reason for this. There's no other reason for that counterspell than that this is another go at the reserve list. And it's just, how do we pick something that most people won't know is like, hey, and then you can just be like, well, we already showed you a counterspell from Alpha, so why are you annoyed that we reprinted other cards from Alpha, guys? Precedent has been set. Cringy. Ad copy was written for that counterspell too. It's so confusing when you're reading it. You're like, is this a joke? Are you joking right now? Like, for real. You're going, hey, check out this cool counterspell. It's really cool, right? And we know it's cool. Did we mention that it's cool? Can't play with that as a real magic card, but it's really cool, guy. But totally not a legit magic card, but totally cool. Stay tuned for more. And you're like, bro, what? What happened? What happened? No, that's it, bro. You want $600 for a reprint box where you can get like a Nintendo Switch and like multiple games or whatever. And Wizards is like, they're out of their minds. There's no justification for it. It's all reprints. You didn't have to pay again to design the cards. Like, all that's done. All that's done. And the artwork you're using is artwork you had already written off as unusable for previous sets. So you didn't even have to commission new artwork for this set. You're literally getting to shift artwork out of backlog on top of not having to do any card design. So your design costs for this set are minimal, and yet we have to pay these absurd price increases for no reason. There is no justification for it. None. It all just boils down to, well, we want more money. It's like, you don't provide the value. You don't provide the value. So why are the people who have big money to spend going to dump it in this game? Why would they? Right? It's happening across the board. The thing is, it takes more for a whale to even feel it, right? It takes more for a whale to feel disappointment, because obviously $5 means dick all to a whale. $5 means something to me, right? When you used to buy $100 booster boxes, $5 is money, all right? That's a fucking sandwich or something, son. To a whale, that could fall out of their pocket, and they'd be like, what, I gotta bend over to pick it up? Fuck that noise. Some peasant can have it, right? Like, so it's two different worlds, man. So when you like, oh no, $5, who cares? Like, the whales have to feel a pretty big pinch to go, ugh, right? And that's the threshold now. That's the threshold. And you're seeing posts where people are like going, yo, it's time to sell. It's time to sell your cards. It's time to sell all your reserve list stuff, all of it. And, you know, there's two different mentalities there. You got the one that's like, yeah, need to sell out. And you got other people who are going, sell out, son. I'll snag it all up. I'll take it all. Time will tell. Obviously, hindsight 2020 will make it real easy to say who the right people were. But Wizards of the Coast is coring out this apple for real. So the question is where it goes from here. I don't believe that the reserved list is some infinite font of value, and Wizards of the Coast wants the money that's tucked away in there. So, yeah, the thing about it is there's market movements that go up and down. That's a normal thing. But if Wizards just collapses the game, just collapses it, at a certain level, it can't sustain the practices that they're putting into it, right? Like, there's something's got to give. Something's got to give. So at that point, you just go, well, like, where's the bottom of the pricing? And then what does it bounce back to? It's like, yo, if the prices crash 80%, but then come back up by like 10, 20% after that, that's terrible. But it would look like a big gain comparatively because you'd be comparing it to that small 20% of the original 100, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I would be nervous if I was somebody who had a bunch of money in Magic cards and didn't have a bunch of money outside of Magic cards. And since I'm somebody who doesn't have a bunch of money in Magic cards or have a bunch of money, I'm in neither of those categories. So I'm on the sidelines watching, going, here's my opinion as somebody who I don't have a big reserve list collection. I have, I would say, like a dozen or so actual reserve list cards. There's a few in my cube that are nice, some legend stuff, you know. I got like my Sword of the Ages and Hazes on and stuff, but ultimately, like I have those because they were gifts too, not because I'm invested in the reserve list. I started playing Magic at the beginning, so the idea of investing in Magic has always seemed like an odd concept to a degree. Dabbling in it, like trying to defray your costs and make it cheaper to play Magic, getting some extra copies of stuff. You know, I got 4 extra copies of this because I figure I can trade it for more or whatever else. That kind of stuff I understand, but like just heavily investing in Magic has always felt like such a gamble considering how like difficult it is to unload Magic, right? And then now specifically with the crazy winds of fate that is Wizards' insane profiteering. Dominic says, you're not really convincing me to want peasants over whales. I sold 2 foil etched Macias the Unhallowed for $250 each in under 24 hours. Well, there you go. Have fun cashing in on the big money. And also, why was I trying to convince you to want peasants over whales? You run your business however you want. If you want to spit on the poor folk like us, well, I'm gonna have you beaten with sand-filled hoses by the Cocoa Butter Boys for trying to spit on me. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, Mark, you started back in the dark. Nice, bro. I started back in Legends. It's only 2 expansions that came out before I started. It's wild to see the changes that the game has undergone. And there's tons and tons of passionate Magic fans. So there is that, right? I'm having a fantastic time overall. You know, what was it? What was that fun one today? Somebody was like, yo, so what are you going to do when you're finished destroying Magic? And I'm like, ooh, daddy's ego likes that. Man, you're giving me a lot of credit. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm like a mid-tier Magic YouTuber. And no one mid-tier Magic YouTuber has any real kind of sway over anything, let alone single-handedly. You know what, though? You're right, bro. I've got fucking Magic in a chokehold, and I keep fucking smack it in the dick, fix your shit. What am I gonna do once I'm done destroying Magic? I'm gonna fuck its corpse, bro. That's what Daddy's gonna give it to you. Like, I love it. I read that and I was like, this is some grandiose shit. When I'm done destroying Magic. Thank you. Yeah, that's me. I'm definitely not just like a commentator who's chronicling what's going on with the game and sharing problems and hoping for things to get better. It's like, bro, I love Magic. Don't you get it? I got a lore channel where I just talk about Magic. Like, for real. I'm pretty sure that comment also mentioned, why don't you talk about how good the coverage was? And I'm like, I did that in the last video. I gave you what you wanted in your last video and you didn't say nothing. And now you're here angry at me that I didn't do it and I'm destroying Magic. But you better, if you want Magic to not get destroyed tonight, you better change tone. Because don't you know you're talking to? The Magic Historian. You know why I'm called the Magic Historian? Because I contain the innate ability to make Magic history. Try me, motherfucker! Test me. I will destroy this game like that. They know it. That's why they freak out. They can feel it. They can feel it in their ball bag. This man is too powerful. We must stop him. But you can't. You know why? Because I'm the fucking king. I am the motherfucking king of the Hatcher Entertainment Network. That's why. Oh, love it. Ridiculous. Oh, so funny, man. But hey, whatever, man. People just don't like the idea of magic dying. Neither do I. Me talking about the problems didn't create the problems. I didn't make the VIP experience suck dick. I didn't say, yo, wizards, yo, I'm canceling that $800 giveaway. Give people who ask like a booster pack or whatever. Also, I told that artist not to show up. I stole the pop from the fucking cafeteria and shit because they ain't having that nonsense. I decided not to specify which lunch period it was. It's all me, baby. I'm the one doing all of it. I am responsible for it. I take responsibility because I'm amazing. I did that shit. Me. It's fucking crazy, man. It's like, the people yell at the weatherman for that shit too. Yo, bro, you always coming by saying the weather and shit. I don't like it, man. You came and you said it's gonna rain, and now the paper that I left laying out in my backyard is ruined because of you. And it's like, I didn't make the rain. I didn't make the rain, son. I did make the rain. It's so silly. That's right, I did crush that kid's dream. I saw the kid in there, and I'm like, yo, that kid looks like he wants to play Magic. So, you know what? Just a bunch of people will drop, and we're not gonna update the listings. Let them rot. Let them rot. Show them what the VIP experience means. It means you're very into looking at your own penis, because that's all you're gonna do. Sit there holding your fucking dick. Oh, you came to play Magic? Get fucked. Let us abracadabra almost $1,000 out of your asshole. How about that? How about that? Fucking clowns. Will they cancel Magic Fest because they suck? No. Cancel? Try double the prices, son. Try double the prices. Half the prizes. Welcome to the prize wall. It's just a mirror, and it says chump above it, and it's 20 tickets to look in the chump mirror and realize that you're a clown-faced goon and you got fucked. And you got fucked, boy. Thought the VIP room would have cosplay strippers. You don't even want to know what kind of fucking dudes they'd be sending all up into that fucking VIP experience, bro. You want to see fucking Teferi's dick firsthand, son? You want to see just how wrinkled that force is? Metal Dichotomy says, I would love to continue buying sealed product to open, but I just can't justify it now when base draft boxes are almost $200 a pop. Yeah, no one can fault you for that, bro. Nobody can fault you for that. And the crazy thing is that's like you said, that's the base level draft boxes. And I actually like the look. I'm going to be real. I like the look of Wilds of Eldraine. I'm excited for it. I want this Commander Master ship behind me because I want to be excited about Magic. Now, these fucking people don't get. What are you going to do when you're done destroying Magic? Motherfucker, I want to suck Wizard's dick. Don't you understand that? I want to get back on my knees and chug it like I used to. That makes me happy. But here's the fucking problem. I have too much self-respect, so I'll only do that when conditions are good. So I'm like, if you fix shit, I'm going to put it back in my mouth. That's how we do it. That's all I've ever wanted. But no, they won't stop fucking up and treating us terribly. No. It's pretty simple, right? It's pretty straightforward. Just fucking straighten that shit up. Act right, and we're all good. Fix the card quality. Stop trying to fuck up every format with insane cards at light speed. And stop with the insane prices. It's not hard. It's not hard because they did it forever. They did it forever. For fuck's sakes, I'm literally just saying, do what you did before that worked. Do what works. Do what works for 25 years. For 25 years, you stupid cock monkeys did it right. You did it right. This shit would have just kept going. No problem forever. And the last 5 years have been corporate whoremongering of the most insane and out there dimensions where the pillaging is a fucking understatement. It's so scuzzy. It's so stupid. And there will be some people who fucking even defend it. But whatever, man. I'm not even surprised by that anymore. I remember when I was originally surprised. And then my brain went, yo, bro, there's some people who are either really fucking stupid or just like really bought in, and they're like, yeah, this is awesome. And it's like, do you, man? I don't even fucking care. I'm not here to convince those people. I don't give a shit. Like, live your life. You're having fun. Good. Life is short. Have at it. But like, fuck Wizards. Fuck their bullshit. Oh, so yeah, man. You know, I'm just a fucking old dog who's been around forever, and I've watched it. Like I was around when the company cared at the very beginning and burned poor quality cards. They were embarrassed and wouldn't let us get access to them, and now they just print them. Just here you go. Here's your garbage. Here's your garbage. I was appalled trying to collect a set of Brothers of War. Appalled is the only term I can use. Opening brand new booster packs and getting foils that looked like all four edges had just been like skanked along concrete. I'm like, you're kidding me. You are literally shitting me right now. These are pack fresh cards from a booster box that I picked up from the game store. Like, this isn't like this didn't go through a fucking hurricane. What is this? And so the more I tried to collect my foil Brothers War set, the angrier I got, as like almost every card I encountered had fucking flaws and problems with it. And it wasn't even consistent, the style of problems, aside from the bordering issues, which you were guaranteed to have. It was insane. And I just said, there's no way I'm collecting a foil set. There is no way on earth when looking at these is aggravating. This is so not okay. Like, this is supposed to be the premium version. How the fuck do you get away with this shit? It's insane. It's insane. Like, and now the Japanese printed stuff. I opened the Japanese printings. Of Commander Masters. And I don't know how many packs it took me to realize, but I was like, the Japanese packs are fucked now too. I didn't even know that was a possibility. Wizards keeps finding new ways to astound me with their greed, their cheapness, and their absolute fuck it upness. Like, for real, Japanese printing was like the gold standard. You'd see the dimpling at the top of the fucking pack where it looks like a bunch of little pressed dots instead of the ripple chip lines, and you go, ooh, Daddy's got Japanese printing. Well, they have standards for their cards. Excellent. And then, not anymore. No, I'm literally cracking packs. All the edges on all of them are awful. And you go, so instead of bringing the standards of your other print facilities up to the Japanese standards, you've decreased the how? How did you manage to make it this much worse? It's you just go, okay, all right. It's just keep going, man. Keep going. Drive this straight down. I need to know where the point where's your okay, we've smoked all the rock and apparently we've had sex with a dog moment, and you just realize, okay, we gotta stop, right? And it's probably not even the same group of people working there at the top. They're all just gonna be like, I'm leaving for other jobs. Had fun burning this to the ground. And then new people come in and be like, oh, how do we monetize this? We got to make our 3 months shareholder crank some cash. Oh, man. What a time to be alive. You know what? To handle this, I need more Barks root beer. So I'll be right back. Man, oh man. I guess I'll go contemplate how I'm going to destroy magic. I love that. I love the grandiose language. You're destroying it. Daniel, you are correct. From a corporate point of view, they have been doing a good job increasing profits. I don't know if excellent at this point anymore with the failure of Magic 30 from the corporate perspective. That was a pretty big failure that caused Hasbro to go, we're laying off 15% of our entire force. They went, we've got a big cash downfall now. We're gonna fire 15% of our workers. It's such a crazy thing to do where it's like, we're just gonna get rid of a bunch of our workforce. We have no idea if it actually will impact things properly and will actually be more streamlined or not, but we're gonna do it anyways. It's so nutty. Ugh. Oi, what are you gonna do, right? That's what happens with the corporate world, is gross. The whole every 3 months money's gotta crank up. Hasbro's just out of their minds. Well, I mean, they're desperate. Hasbro is desperate, and it's like, yo, our share price is slipping, our business is collapsing. They're leaning heavily on Wizards to prop them up, and the people at the top don't care about the game. They don't care. The game is just a tool to use for the short term for them to make money for their resume kind of deal, right? Where it's like, yo, I worked at this place for this long, we got the money up, we did a good job, I left over here. Doesn't matter if the place is burning after I left. It's totally short-term thinking that's not good long-term. It's the lifesaver book problem, right? As we've talked about previously. In my opinion, do I think printing the serialized One Ring was genius? Oh, it was a hell of a marketing move. Undeniable. Wizards literally printed millions of dollars out of thin air. And the grading companies fought with each other to see who would grade it. Fucking brilliant, honestly. Brilliant move in terms of the marketing effect of it. And in terms of waiting for the ring to be found, they didn't really have any control over that. They did the right thing in terms of just dropping it out right away and just seeing what happened. The Lord of the Rings stuff still sold to people chasing serialized rings and everything. And the Lord of the Rings set delivers a lot of awesome flavor. They put a lot of work into actually not being lazy with that set. So as a result, you end up with a product that actually satisfies a wide range of people, and there's actually only a small fraction of the player base that is disgruntled with it, mostly over pricing, and then there is also some other, like, the people who are upset about, yo, this does not represent the original books and all this stuff. That's more of a Tolkien estate thing than a Wizards of the Coast thing, as far as I understand it. But I don't know. I don't actually care that much. But that got a little bit of people upset. And overall, Lord of the Rings did insanely well for them. Like, insanely well. This is going to guide them to probably try and find more universes beyond stuff. But I can't think of any serialized anything that would create the fervor of the One Ring. If they find it, great. But you got to have some gigantic property that's actually available to, like, merge up with Wizards and do all this. And I don't know. So it's undeniable that it created a ton of hype, and people who had nothing to do with Magic came in and spent money on collector booster boxes chasing the ring. So yeah, people are choosing different ways to handle it. Whales are leaving the game. Some are just going, yo, I'm only going to focus on old stuff. I'm going to do this. There's, it's like, I only want the Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Arabian Nights, Legends, Antiquities, the Dark, that era stuff. Don't care about the rest. There's lots of different approaches. Some people are just saying, yo, I'm just going to proxy. So ultimately, people decide what's right for them. It's interesting to see the shift of somebody who's like originally, yo, I care only about having original proper Magic cards. I want nothing to do with any kind of proxy card. That's Wizards' ideal customer, ultimately, right? Where it's like, no, the sanctity of Magic cards. And I was like that for a very long time, honestly. It took a lot of disrespect from Wizards before I started to get more all right with proxies. And I'm talking about my usage. I don't really care about my opponents using proxies. Whatever, dude. You want to use game pieces? Use whatever game pieces. We're good. I don't care. So that was never an issue. But for me, I always wanted to have the real Magic cards. And then Magic 30 came along, and I was like, yo, I think I'm finally ready to dabble with proxies. And I got a printer, and tried it and was just like, meh, not really for me. And then, not yet at least. And then Wizards has kept up with their insanity, and like Commander Masters is where I'm like, yo, yeah, I'm okay with proxies 100% now, like 100%. So I'm good with real Magic cards. I'm good with proxies. I'm getting a bunch of proxies for my cube now. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all just game pieces. That's how I'm vibing on it. I love real Magic cards, and I would love to have the real deal, but I'm not gonna not have a moat in my cube. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. Like here, let's just take a quick peek. Let's say I wanted to just let's see how much a moat costs in Canada right now. Let me just take a quick peek. I'm not gonna shop around for the best deal because I don't really care. Oh, yeah, okay. It's only $1.50. Yeah, no. See, Proxy solved that problem. They solved that problem real nice. So I'm getting all the fucking old toys. I don't give a shit. Time Vault, all the Power 9, Library of Alexandria, Moat, all the goodness, all that old fun stuff, that's going in my cube. I'm no longer going to sit there and one day be like, oh man, I wish I had these real cards. If I ever get $1 billion, then yeah, I'll come in and buy them. But, yeah. It's just it's too crazy, right? It's too crazy. So before I wouldn't have even thought about proxying it. I would just be like, one day it'd be cool to have these. And now I'm like, yo, I can just get this. There's a proxy company that literally they were like, hey, we want you to do a review of our proxy stuff. And we'll give you a gift certificate for some proxies of your choice. And I was just like, cool. And I agreed to it. I didn't even remember I said I didn't care about proxies. I didn't do anything with them. I just wanted to see what the proxies were like quality-wise. So I agreed to do the video just to get the booster packs of proxies they were going to send out to me so I could look at them. So I looked at the booster packs of proxies, and I completely forgot about the code because back then I never intended to use it. I was just like, thanks for the code. I ain't worried about it. And then after Commander Masters and all this stuff, my brain went, yo. You can just get a bunch of proxies, bro. You can just get a bunch of proxies. Use that code you got kicking around. Time to make a list. So I made a list. Picked out a bunch of proxies. And like I said, beginning of the month. So like tomorrow, I'm ordering them. I'm ordering them proxies tomorrow. All I was waiting was for money to show up on my PayPal account. And tomorrow's Patreon day. So that means I'll have the money in my PayPal account to go, yo, let's do this. Send me my proxies. Tabernacle, Gaia's Cradle. Oh, sounds like the exact cards on my list. They're on there. Lots of like fun stuff from Legends, all the early stuff. And you can pick your own custom back. So the back of all these are Magic Historian logos on all of my proxies. I've been given some proxies that were way too good. They looked way too real. So as soon as I got them, I took a permanent marker, flipped them over, and wrote fake on the back of every single one. I'm like, I know a fake when I see one. But if somebody else ends up with these, they may not know or they may skis with them. So I'm like, nah. Anytime a proxy or a counterfeit ends up in my hands and it's like, yo, this is a fake Magic card, I make sure it doesn't leave my hands without the word fake written in huge permanent marker on the back. Bam! 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 Getting scammed with fake cards is fucking brutal, right? So while I am 100% cool with proxies, I'm not cool with people fucking presenting them as real cards to people and ripping them off. And I also don't want people who don't know anything about the game to end up with them and be like, yo, and then try and buy list them or something in the store. It's like, yo, you're a fucking scammer and this is fraud. Or whatever. So there's all kinds of layers to it, for real. Some of the stuff that I've been sent is surprisingly good, right? They're black core fakes, but still, from a surface inspection, the casual observer isn't going to know, right? When you've handled insane amounts of Magic cards over the years, like I have, right? Like, I've bought a ton of different collections from people over the years. My job at one point was supplying a game store with cards for years. So tons and tons of Magic cards flow through your hands to the point where just the most minute differences in shell. Yeah, okay, I know what I'm dealing with. You can feel it, you can see it, it's right there. It's funny now that one of the biggest giveaways in the current era of fakes is they're printed better than what Wizards makes, because Wizards has a wide variety in terms of all kinds of garbage, as you can see from those eBay guidelines. Oh my god, the eBay grading guidelines, I love it. It's so stupid. It's so perfect for the current era where it's like, yo. So we've got categories like near mint, lightly played, moderately played, and like heavily played. So I'm going to mention some condition issues to you, and you tell me what category it falls into. So we're going to start out with, you've got a card that's got a moderate amount of wear on it. What category would you put that in? Moderately, light, stupid, light. What? Yeah, and what about if it has moderate scuffing? Is that the moderate? Light, you idiot! Oh, okay, so what if it has heavy wear and scuffing and stains? Oh, I get you now. Okay, yeah, I see what you're doing. Heavy play. Moderate! What? Okay, what if there's a card that's been chewed on by a dog? Light? No, near mid! It only has a few surface teeth holes. What is going on? What is going on? Other man, bro, getting scammed feels so bad. It feels so bad. Sucks that you got scammed recently, dude. The last time I got scammed was with a beta reback. I let my excitement get the better of me, and I traded for a beta reback Chaos Orb, and it like slowly dawned on me after I had left the store. On my way home, my brain started going, bro, something's up. Take another look at that Chaos Orb. And I took it out and I started looking at it, and it's like, yo, the surface of this is beautiful, but the corners are beat. And you look and it's like all four corners are beat and the surface is beautiful. And then I'm just like, oh no, how did I forget about rebacks? No! So I'm holding it, right? I'm holding it in my hand and I'm going, hold on, let me grab it. And I'm sitting there looking at it going, oh, do I? And then I just grab it, right? The only time that a bend test is really like, the only time you really do a bend test is on a reback, and something you already know is a reback. The bend test is something you really shouldn't do to any cards, honestly, but what are you going to do? It was a reback and my brain went, you going to bend test it? Are we going to give it the bend test? And I did. And it's a hell of an experience. When you do a bend test, it goes like this, right? Like normally, this is what will happen. Now you're damaging the fucking card when you do this because you're bending it. It's not good, right? Like the more people who do a bend test to a card, the more you overall are weakening the card. It doesn't truly matter, but at the same time, in this era of monetized Magic, figured I'd mention that since I'm talking about the old forbidden ways, like the bend test. This was one of the ways you would check for counterfeits. You just go like this, give it the old bend test. Now, when you do a bend test on a reback, what happens instead of it bending like this is, at a certain threshold, it just goes ka-chow, and you can hear it audibly crack. It's just like bam, and this big white line will rip across the middle of it. It's an experience that's almost worth having, except for the gut punch of realizing that Chaos Orb that was going in your cube was just you getting fucked out of an underground. Yeah. So that was like, I don't know, 15 years ago, maybe more. Probably 20 years ago. Never mind. How long ago was that? 15. Yeah, 15 years ago. Man. Brutal experience. And I should have known better. I should have known better. The amount of surface goodness with the amount of corner badness, cards don't wear like that. Red flag, but the eagerness I had to get that Chaos Orb from my cube, right? And now, I'm just going to get a fucking proxy Chaos Orb. And it's going to look just like that one. And it's probably going to light up my brain just the same or more because I'm actually going to get to play with it. And I haven't played with a Chaos Orb since I had my Chaos Orb way back in the day. And let me tell you, friends, it's not that reliable. Even if you practice learning to throw that Chaos Orb or whatever, bro, especially when you're in a room where there are fans and stuff like that, man. I only ever hosed myself with the Chaos Orb in tournament. I only played with it in one tournament, and it hosed me. And I went, okay, this is unreliable. This is unreliable destruction, right? You're just like 2 mana, pay 1, bam, you can destroy something. But good luck. Good luck. Bro, I had used Cyclopean Tomb to turn all my opponents' lands into swamps. So he was mana hosed. I had a Sylvan Library out. Things were going great. And then I played the Chaos Orb, and I'm all like, oh yeah, I've already got this guy under my thumb. All I have to do is wait for my karma to show up, and then the swamps will kill him. But, nope, time to activate the Chaos Orb. Here we go, woo! And I throw it, and it lands on my Sylvan Library. Oh, but good news, it also landed on my Cyclopean Tomb. So then all of his lands were able to revert, and he was able to get back in the game. And that felt really good. It felt really good when I had basically shunted somebody out of the game to go, here, let me open the door for you to come right back into it and undo what I've done. So yeah, Chaos Orb is fun, dumb danger. You need a rule for Chaos Orb, by the way, of, yo, you can't move shit once the Chaos Orb hits the table. Because otherwise people start doing dumb nonsense, like trying to tape cards to walls, spreading cards all over the place. Or like, yo, I'm going to cover my Shivan Dragon with 4 islands. It's like, what? Yeah, check it out. These islands are on top of my Shivan Dragon. Go ahead, drop your Chaos Orb. You can't get my dragon. Tannhauser, big oof indeed. Big oof indeed. Ashmead, oh, you got sold a fake beta. That sucks, man. That sucks. That's what happens when you have a game that has so much money in it, right? People get skeezy. It leaves you feeling bad. You know, you just want to enjoy your hobby. You just want to have a good time. It sucks. It sucks getting ripped off. Thumbs down, guys. I'm taking a bold stance on the internet right now. Thumbs down to getting ripped off. I'm the first to say it. I'm the first to say it on the internet proudly. Oh, Chaos Orb hosed me in the game, hosed me in a trade, and now I'm going to have a proxy one. Actually, I got some proxies right here from the stuff I was sent before. I've been sent some different proxies over the years, actually, that I didn't really end up using, but now that I'm down for proxies, like, check this out. This is an Elspeth Sun's Champion, right? And it's done with the stained glass artwork that's on the one side of the saga. So it's like a foil. This looks awesome. And now that I'm just, like, chill with having proxies alongside the other stuff, it makes it that much better. Oh, yeah, man. Like, I already have a few. Like, I got a beta ancestral proxy right there. Oh, it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope playing with these, man. What was my take on Plane Chase? Plane Chase is awesome. It's a really fun idea. The idea of, like, actually battling through the planes is cool. The way that it operates is cool. And, yeah. Yep, I'm down with it. I'm down with it. Same with Arch Enemy. Wow, Ashby, it took 2 years for that to get resolved. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm just gonna let my cube be a happy mix of real cards and proxies to fill in the gaps. I don't plan to just build like a dream proxy cube at this point because I like the current design of the cube where it's stuff that you guys have hooked me up with, right? Like my cube is made out of cards that people have sent me, and then whenever anybody's hooked me up like magic product or whatever, anything cool in there goes into the cube. So up until this point, that's all that's been in there. But it's going to be that plus proxies of stuff that like nobody's gonna end up hooking me up with, right? Because it's like nobody's got, yo, you know what? I got an extra mode I'll hook you up with. That's not gonna happen. So I will get those cards as proxies and put them in the cube, and then that will be the best of both worlds. That's my goal, and it's an easily achievable one because I just gotta wait like a day. I just gotta wait a day, put in that order, and then wait for my cards to show up. Chaos, do I need anything to balance the cube? It's not a draft cube. It doesn't need balancing. It's the balance is that everybody has access to the same power pool. Hey, what up, Blue Cats? Good job on the Lord of the Board magnet. Looks great. Turned out great. Ashmead, yep, I do. I do have it around here. I do indeed. Plane Chase is a cool concept. The fact that they've decided to return to it with Doctor Who. I mean, I like getting extra stuff along with my Commander decks. Here's some planes to go along with it. It's like, all right, cool. Oh. I never thought the day would come where I would just be like this, like chill with proxies, but I'm totally fine with it. And it's funny now that I am. I'm like, why wasn't I before? What difference does it make? We used to make game pieces to play with all the time when I was a kid, right? So I just got caught up. I got caught up in that magic cards are they're this. It's like it's just cardboard rectangles printed by different people or whatever. So. When it comes to that old stuff that's really hard to find, I got no problems with making stuff like that for my cube now. Well, I ain't making it. Millmaster, that's a sword with a skull on the hilt. And it's stabbing the word Lord. It's penetrating the word Lord mightily. Mightily. It looks good. Look at that. Huh? That looks pretty solid, man. You especially like it, because look, man. It's got like multiple things of penetration, and it's got a big D. I know you like big Ds. Blue Cats, autocorrect changed it from it was a pleasure to it wasn't pleasure. I hated making that. It sucked. Yeah, it is pretty detailed. When you see it up close, you can see. You can see it turned out great. Star Wars is a pretty big property. That's true. They could try and do something with that, but like Disney owns Star Wars. What's the likelihood that they'll let Wizards use it? That's the problem is any of the really big things. Same goes for like Marvel and whatever. A lot of the big properties right now, I don't think are within reach of Wizards of the Coast. So I don't know where they go from here. And there's a bunch of extra licensing fees that go in with that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Run! It's liberating once you get past using proxies. It's unlocking the whole game in DLC for free. Honestly, bro, I understand what you're saying. when I fucking sat down to start making a list of cards, I started to go, oh, this is gonna be awesome. You know what I mean? I'm just looking through visual card lists of all these like just the old school sets like Legends and stuff, and I'm going, oh, Lady Evangela, Angus Mackenzie. Oh, I'm getting you guys. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Yeah, I'm getting some fun stuff. Doomblade says, hey, just got Elden Ring and have been fumbling with the controls, but other than that, enjoying it better than Magic. I hope the Daleks are printed in this set. They were my favorite. Now back to lurking at work I go. There's a Dalek creator. I think he's a commander. I think there's like a Dalek deck. Something like that, isn't there, Doomblade? Pretty sure. Oh, Doomblade, you get to be Lord of the Board on the board that has a blade on it. Look at that. It does not start with a B. All right. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Doctor Who has like a full-on Dalek deck. I don't know enough about Doctor Who lore, but what I saw, I don't know, other people made it sound cool from the stuff they were talking about in the comments, right? And that one chick I saw who turns everybody into dead Cybermen, that's a cool concept. And it's just fun to talk about cybering because I'm an old man and it's just like it makes me think of the 90s. Hey, ASL, who wants to cyber? The fact that people would do that is hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me. My favorite story of all time when it comes to cybering, if y'all don't know, that's internet. Oh, I guess they would. It's like sexting, but before there was texting. So you would just go into internet chat rooms that were basically like almost the equivalent of like a live stream box, and people would just spam age, sex, location, trying to figure out who you were and what you were, and somehow one of my buddies ends up in some kind of three-way conversation with some chick, and then my buddy, like, he knows the other guy that's involved, but the other guy doesn't know it's my buddy. So he just decided to screw with him because this chick apparently wanted to have a three-way conversation. It's so funny just thinking of the internet and how ridiculous this is. But anyways, he told me the story afterwards, and it's hilarious. I can't remember, like, the specific back and forths that he told me. I just remember the overall story was that, like, the chick saying whatever, and he's just like letting it build up, and then out of nowhere he just starts talking about what he's doing to the other dude, and the other dude is not into it at all and doesn't know that it's just my buddy fucking with him. So he's saying all kinds of crazy shit he's doing to this dude, and he's like, it just oh, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Oh, man. ICQ. I remember that, man. That little uh-oh noise. Man. Makes me feel old, bro. Thinking about, like, the old internet and, like, what little you could do with it and how antiquated it was in comparison to now. It's so nutty. It's so nutty. Like, just the beginning days of just dumb nonsense. I was never into that. Like, the whole cybering thing. I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm going to go and spend half an hour downloading a picture of a naked lady. Y'all ever tried to download a fucking naked chick over a fucking 2400 baud modem? Yo, does anybody know my pain? Somebody's got to know my pain. 2400 baud modem, bro. Imagine it took fucking 45 minutes for a picture to load, bro. Imagine that was your only way to see some fucking titties. You got to sit there and like wait 45 minutes and pray to Christ that, oh, please don't let anybody fucking pick up this phone. Mama, don't pick up the fuck bitch, man. It only got to her fucking knees, man. No, fuck you. I said 2400. Hey, does anybody know the pain of using a 2,400? I know what it's like to use 56,000. Fuck you. I'm not talking to you. Yo, anybody know what it's like to ride a bike? I remember driving my Ferrari. Fuck you. 2,400 baud, bitch. I asked who knows my pain, not 56,000 elitist bullshit. And fuck you too. Fuck you too, man. I just wanted to see some fucking titties. That's all I wanted. 45 minutes just to see some pixelated tits. Come on, man. Come on. Also downloaded some weird fucking stories. People are into weird shit. I don't know why people are writing stories about people fucking plants and stuff, but I read them because there wasn't that much to do. They didn't do anything for me, I'll tell you that. People are fucking weirdos. People are weirdos. Oh, what ridiculous live streams I run. You never know what the fuck we're gonna end up talking about. It'll start out, yo, wizards and whales and stuff, and it's like, yo, what 2400 baud modems? What are we doing now? Oh, Ned, you had a 300 baud? Oh. I never had anything smaller than 2400. Oh, man. Remember using cassettes? To play Empire and trying to run an Empire, and then the peasants would always put you in a fucking sack and kill you because you're a stupid kid and you don't know what it takes to fucking politically run an entire government, so you always end up getting overthrown? Oh, you had to wait 3 hours. That's even that's even worse. So nutty. 300 was the rotary modem. Oh, there's too many nines in this number. Oh, there was some Carly watches a lot of these little short videos. I can't, man. I can't handle it. Every fucking website you go to. Every fucking website. Yo, you want to look up the fucking weather or whatever? Watch these shorts. No, fuck you, man. What is this shit? Fuck off. But anyways, she showed me a short where this guy is watching footage of this girl going like, we need some kind of like phone like in the house. And it's not like anybody's phone. It's for like everybody. And it just stays in the house. And that guy's like, the guy's watching is like, oh my God, how old am I? She's talking about a fucking landline. Guys, she's talking about a fucking landline. How fucking old am I? You know, like, and that's what, when I was listening to her before it even got to him, I was just like, oh my God. Yeah, it sounds like insanity. You explain it to people and it's just like I can send a picture of my ball bag across the entire world in less than a fucking minute on one of these. But when I grew up, your phone was stuck to the fucking wall, and it was amazing when you got an answering machine. Like, we don't have to be at home. People can leave a message. An answering machine was a big fucking deal. We got an answering machine. My mom got us all together to record the answering machine message. And like, she's taking it super serious. And then my dad, I mean, it's just, we're the same, right? He likes to fuck around. So he just goes like this while she's going to record it. He goes like this. And then she turns around and thinks it's one of us. And so she starts going at us, and he just walks away fucking laughing, just leaving us to deal with it. Like, bye-bye. And it's just like, come on. Although actually my favorite answering machine message of all time was when I lived with this one chick, and we were going to record the answering machine message, and we got the answering machine message set up, and I was like, "Hi, you've reached Mike and the girl," and then she didn't know that I was gonna do that, and you could just hear in the background go, "Aw," and then that's how the message ends. It just ends with her being disappointed she didn't get to say her name, and we kept it for years. I wouldn't let her change it. I fucking loved it. I loved it. It was so unintentional. Like, I didn't know she was gonna do that, but the little "aw" was amazing. It was so perfect. It was so perfect. Remember pagers? Oh, yeah, I do. I do. Oh, man, that's nuts. Oh, God. I'm so old. Remember when you could walk into a business and ask to use their phone? I remember when payphones were a thing and they weren't just for junkies and like people to use as bathrooms. And it was like, I remember this one payphone where as a kid, we would just go and crank call this one guy. And all we did was ask if Tony was there. That's all you had to do. And this guy would lose his fucking mind every time you call him. He's like, "Fuck you, why don't you put a bell around Tony's neck so you can find him? Go fuck yourself, I'm gonna kill you if I find you." Like, it was insane. It was amazing. Like, we literally handed the number to each other to have, like, this is the guy you call. Just ask him for Tony. Just ask for Tony. Jess, I never like really knew much about those Nokias, but I've seen the memes about how they can just survive like anything. But fucking, how about getting the celebrity message for your answering machine? Yeah, it's like, it's the precursor to like people paying for ringtones or whatever. It's so nutty, man. Things have changed so much. Technology is like insane. For real. I was thinking that when I was swimming, wearing this fucking watch, right? And it's blowing my mind. I'm looking at it, I'm like, this thing is underwater and it works just fucking fine. It's like magic. It's legit. Like, this is like one of those crazy smartwatches that can do a whole bunch of stuff. So the computer in here is better than most of the computers I had throughout like the majority of my life, just through the nature of technology. So, like, it just blows my mind. It blows my mind. Zircon were Simpson shirt banned at my school? Nope. Nope. I don't remember any like real weird clothing bans or anything like that. God, wait till we get alien tech. I already feel like we're there. The pixel buds and shit. It all starts to blow my mind, bro. Like, for real. Like, I put the pixel buds in my ears, and they were like, "We don't think you have a good seal." And I'm like, how the fuck do you know? Like, for real. How the fuck do you know, little earbuds? What is this? How do you know if I don't have a good seal? And then it's like, you should try some different pieces and try different sizes. And I put them in, and it's like, you have a good seal now. And I'm like, okay. And like, we're going to activate the noise reduction. And then it did, and I was like, yo, how the fuck does this work? How does this work? This is like magic. It literally just makes the noise go away. But it's not like earplugs, because you jam earplugs into your ears and that makes the noise go away. It's just using fucking special techno magic to make the noise go away. And then you could like, it removes so much ambient noise. It's insane. It's insane. And then it produces crazy sound like over the head headphones. And when you fucking take one out of your head, it fucking knows. It knows and it stops playing the music. And it's like, what even is this? How is this possible? Like, the technology they have now fucking astounds me. I find it astounding. The Pixel Buds blow my fucking mind. They connect to my fucking watch. I don't have to use my phone. I can connect them to my watch and listen to fucking music. And it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what the hell do these headphones do? Do they create some kind of fucking, like, field that blocks out noise? What is this? It's amazing. It's amazing. I started with, like, a CD, not a CD, man, a cassette player. Then a CD, man. Then an MP3 player. Now this fucking watch, it's more powerful than most computers that I had that hooks up to these crazy headphones. It's wild. It's wild. I can't get over how crazy it all seems, man. Walkman watch, yeah, it keeps track of your heart rate and all this stuff. All this stuff. Ball Falcon, oh, you're giving away 200 free hours of internet to Al. Remember when those discs were like everywhere? The AOL discs were literally everywhere. I remember just seeing them strewn about in the road. All of it. All of it. Oh, yeah, I love it. I love all this crazy stuff. I don't understand it, but I love it. I mean, I know I could understand it if I looked up the underlying technology, but there's a part of me that just enjoys being awed by it. Once you understand it, it's completely demystified, right? And you just go, okay, all right, that's cool. But for now, I am allowing myself to just be ooh and awe mystified by it because it's amazing to me. It's fucking awesome. The noise cancellation is fucking incredible. I hate listening to people's conversations. Like, me and Garly are the opposite. She enjoys overhearing people's conversations. I fucking die inside when I'm sitting there and I have to listen to some fucking idiot on the fucking bus, some fat magoo talk about how good he is at fighting. And I'm like, does the person you're talking to on the phone, have they ever seen you, bro? Because you struggled to get on this bus, bro. If you're fucking fighting obesity, you're losing, bro. You're fighting to breathe. That's the only fighting you're doing. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, a sandwich could finish your ass. And this guy's talking like he's fucking some MMA guy, and I'm just like, my brain's going, oh, what the fuck, man? I'm just trying to get where I'm going. Why do I gotta listen to your fucking dumbass? Like, for real. And you can have normal headphones in, and this idiot just, no, man. And I was all like, I gotta fucking show you, bro. Who? Who is this? This didn't happen. None of this happened. What the fuck is this? Shut up. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate it. He was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was so, like, come on, man. Come on. There's, like, big, and then there's just fat. You are not fat. You're not, like... What is that? Well, whatever. Whatever. He's just an example. He's an example. Or somebody gets on with their 3 kids, and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, oh! Oh. So yeah, the cancellation, it really like tames down the background noise because they have every right to have their conversations. It doesn't matter. It's a me problem. I recognize that, right? It's totally just I'm getting annoyed by it. Who fucking cares? They're just talking. It's not a big deal, but it makes me love these headphones, bro, because it's always like what I really hate is being seated by people in the fucking restaurant and hearing their conversations for an extended period of time, where I'm just like, I'd rather just sit like at least a few seats away from other people. Like, can we get some distance, please, for them and for us, for all of us? Because, you know, maybe the way I talk ain't for them as well. I don't know. It is what it is, right? We all got different quirks. So yeah, I like that the headphones just let me like vibe on my music and not even, no, I'm not catching stray conversation that's distracted my brain. Going, what's this? I'm listening to you now. Ugh. Millmaster, what is this? The conversation from Clerks about the destruction of the Death Star? I love that whole, like, what about all these contractors and stuff? All the things that are glossed over in movies. They try and cover it now in, like, Marvel movies. There's literally no civilians anywhere nearby, so nobody can get hurt. It's like watching somebody get shot with a shotgun, and they get blown off the screen by it, and then the person on the video just goes, no one was harmed. And it's just like, uh-huh. Yep. We literally evacuated every single person. I'm sure you did. We're just that effective. Richardson, you were hung over with an entire second grade field trip. Yeah, there have been a few instances where an entire school load of kids have gotten on the bus and I'm like, oh, Lord. Because I'm an old crank. I'm just a miserable old crank. Millmaster of the conversation. I strike up when people are eavesdropping. I just talk my nonsense. That's what I do. That's what I do. I just don't care about what other people are talking about. Honestly, that's like, I'm happy to tune them out and let them have their life and do their thing. I'm not against it. I don't care. I just don't want anything to do with it. I'm trying to get through my day. Oh, whatever, man. I sit on the bus away from people who are talking. I try and get my distance. Whatever. Everyone's got their own fucking space. It don't matter. It's a mild gripe about people being dongers and annoying me. Millmaster, you were driving the bus. Yeah, the short bus, buddy. The short bus. Jess, what's this channel? This is the Spaghetti Factory, where I manufacture fresh noodles by day and by night, complain about my bus rides, and sing the praises of noise-canceling headphones. I can't get over how awesome the technology is, man. I'm too old. I'm too old for whatever game. You know, you guys, like, I've only learned about this since I got on the internet. There's a bunch of people who are like, there's this thing called the game, and you lose the game if you think about the game. And I'm like, what? And it's like, yeah, that's what it is. And I'm just like, okay. You know? Yeah, the floor is lava, bro, 100%. I'm not playing, but the floor is absolutely lava. Yeah, I made you think about lava. Okay. What happens now? I won. You lost, I mean. You lost. You thought about lava. Okay. I'm too old. I don't know it. It was never a thing for me. It was never here. It was never here. So when you guys say the game, like, this is the game. I'm like, this is the song that never... Is that the thing? It just goes on and on and on. How you thought about 2 words. 2 words, bro. You just lost 2 words. Okay? like, it doesn't mean anything to me. But I keep seeing it come up here and there, and I'm like, alright. Too old, son. I'm in my fucking mid-40s. I got like 6 years left before I keel the fuck over. So... a good game to you too. Like, I've seen it enough that I'm like, I assume it's a game that people played in school when they were like in grade 2 or something and just kept it going. Because, like, remember when we were in grade 2 and we've said, don't think about the words of the game. Oh, you did. You fucking lose. Punch Buggy Blue. Right? I don't know. Like, it doesn't mean anything to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Juggle them. Fuck off with that drip shit, man. These kids, no cap, drip drop, flip flap, snip snap on the flizzles. I don't know. I don't know. Do I think Magic's going to keep splitting their focus between paper and online? Oh, yeah. They want both. They want it all. They want it all. They're going to keep trying to, like, milk paper for as much as possible. And they're always trying to donk around with Arena to figure out how they can scorn the most money and also fuck you the hardest and give you the worst deals. Because that's what it's all about. How do we tweak the knobs to make it a worse deal for you? Make it a worse situation. So that we can make more money and frustrate you into playing. It looks like it's too easy for you to get the cards by just playing. We've got to remove that ability. And now less people are playing because we made it harder. Well, we're not going to bring that back, and we're just going to say, know how you're missing this thing and you used to let you do that? Here's the same thing. No, it's not. It's not the same thing. That's why you're giving it to us. You don't want us to have the same thing. It's something worse where you're just like, well, it's close, and we can say it's like the same thing. Come on. Come on. We made these special booster packs. Why don't you just bring the draft back? No. We still want you to be frustrated into giving us money. Don't forget to buy your bullshit rip-off Mastery Pass where you pay $20 for the right to log in every fucking day to have to try and earn shit you already paid for. Fucking insanity. Insanity. Buy $20 worth of groceries, and they go, yeah, no, sorry, actually, you don't get $20 worth of groceries. Here's an apple. Get the fuck out. Come back tomorrow. Go fight the fucking bag boy. If you win, you can have a lime. I'm sorry, what did you say? Yeah, and then come back the next day. We're going to have you fight Becky the cashier for a pineapple. Hey, fuck your mother. What if I can't come in on these days? Well, then we keep your money. Although you can pay more money to just... No, fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking greedy pieces of shit. Suck my fucking taint. Get fucked, right? So, that's some bullshit, man. Arena's bullshit Mastery Pass. Pay us $20 for the right to have to play our fucking game every day. Fuck you. Yeah, all I'm good for is just fucking crankily complaining on the internet now. I was a colicky baby, and I'm fucking colicky still. You think Wizards will ever find a way to squeeze D&D players like they do Magic players? Not the way that they dream they can. They have dreams of like getting D&D players paying for monthly transactions and stuff, and they're all like, we're not looking into AI DMs. Yes, you are. If you have any brains, you are. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? There's no reason not to as a business. For real. Oh, hey, look, wait, you mean now we can sell all of D&D to individual people because the AI can man all the NPCs and this and give somebody that experience without needing anybody else? Yeah, we're definitely not looking into that technology that would allow us to open up our customer base way wider for people who don't actually want to have to interact with other people because they're socially awkward to that level. Or, yeah, it's, that's definitely never going to happen. They definitely wouldn't be looking into that. Like, they absolutely must be. They must be. It's a matter of when the technology will hit the level that it needs to be. Juggling, Becky's been going to the gym because she's working pineapple day, right? And so the people showing up have already had a few days of fighting. They're toughening up, so she's got to toughen up. Jess, your DM made you cookies and garlic bread sticks? What the hell's a garlic bread? Man, instead of garlic, I used barley. It still doesn't taste very good. Richardson, nah, see, you're thinking Skyrim has all the visuals. This has no visuals. It's just going to be a voice that talks to you. You walk into the dungeon. Your balls harden in fear as a kobold whispers into your ear. We're gonna use you as a butt pillow. But then Danny the Barbarian says, nobody makes my wizard buddy into a butt pillow. And then Sammy the Sorceress squeaked, yeah, that's right, we love, what was his name, Donnie or something, no butt pillows up in here. And then she magicked the kobolds up into the ceiling, and they're all like, ah, fuck, this sucks, bro. That's it. It'll just be a voice saying all that. And then it'll be like, roll for initiative. You rolled a 4. You've routed the Butttown kobolds. So yeah, there won't be any graphics like in Skyrim, man. It's just gonna be like, all right, what do you want to do? I set up camp. Oh, you set up camp in the middle of the tavern. Everybody thinks you're an idiot and laughs at you. Even your companions. Becky says you're stupid and ugly. Roll for sadness. What up, Fulgore? How you doing? So yeah, how could that not be where it's going, right? That would be nutty. I mean, I would give it a try, probably. I'd probably try out an AI DM just to see what the hell it was like. I've played a bunch of regular D&D, see like, what's this like? And then be like, yeah, it's good for a chuckle. But ultimately, it's not going to be the same storytelling adventure you have with your friends. Right? But it doesn't mean you can't have a chuckle with it. Juggler, no problem, buddy. I'm glad you enjoy what I do, bro. Fulgore, you're excellent now that you're finally eating ass. See how much a sentence changes when I just add one word to the end? How fast is my internet, Jess? Sonic the Hedgehog fast. How about that? Except it doesn't leave me feeling blue. Ha! Get it? That's a reference for the kids. Like the kids who like to play the game. They like Sonic too. You know? Because he goes fast. Like he's a premature. My drink is running low, guys. We're getting down to the dregs. The kobolds of Sadness Town have slurped up all my deliciousness. Oh, this is the last day of the month, isn't it? That's right. Moving into August. August is when I get to hang out with Moxman. That's going to be fun. That's gonna be fun. He said he'd give me a shout on the weekend so we could talk about it. And I told him I was gonna fucking practice my phone sex voice. Oh yeah, also I gotta make fun of him now. I gotta make fun of fucking Moxman today. Because I texted him saying, yo, I missed your stream yesterday, but her was popping off. Good job. Good job. You're making people happy. So this fucking dickhead calls me. But he doesn't realize he's called me. So he presses the fucking dial me phone fucking button, boom, to start a call while he's texting my ass. So my little watch goes, Moxman's calling you. So I pick up my phone in this new fucking case, right? And this is an all over case. And I'm like, hello? And I can fucking hear in the background, I can hear him fucking talking around. I'm like, hello? 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 Can you fucking hear me? And I'm like cranking the volume or whatever. And every time I change the volume, this thing's going, and it's also going, because he's texting me at the same fucking time. So I'm sitting there, I don't even know if it's my phone. Hello? Moxman, hello? Fuck you. Answer me, you bitch. Like I'm just yelling at my phone for so long before I realize he's just fucking texting me. He's not even on the call. What the hell are you doing? Juggle them. Those plants did, the original plants that we planted died, but now we got some little, I think they're either lemon or orange trees growing. I'll know when they get a little bit bigger because the leaves will give off the scent of what they are, but one of them I think is a lemon. I don't know. I had a lemon tree a long time ago. We grew it for a couple of years. So, who knows? Who knows? We just planted a bunch of random seeds. I'm not 100% sure. It could be other things. Stoic, have I ever thought of voice acting? Have you not seen my video yet? My lower register legitimately sounds like Two-Face from Batman or some type of menacing mobster. I know I never really considered voice acting, but I mean, I feel you. I know what you're saying. I got a good voice. I can emote and stuff. I can probably do a pretty good job. So thanks for the vote of confidence, buddy. I'm going to start doing voiceovers for some fucking hentai. So the next time you're watching your favorite fucking dubbed hentai, don't be surprised if you hear a particular old magic historian. Oh, senpai! You know? 100%. You like that tentacle? Tonight I call you sashimi. Shelton! Super Chat says, roll for sadness, fail. You have depression. All your rolls are made at disadvantage. Don't forget to pay $5 for rolling your dice. Oh my god, the AI has microtransactions. Oh man. That's funny. $5 microtransaction for dice rolling with the AI. Payment not received. Dice rolls not registered. All right, my friends. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. It's been a fun stream. We will reconvene. I'll see you guys next month, all right? So, I guess that's also known as tomorrow. See you then! Unfortunately, I unexpectedly died.